The bats have come alive here in the second half of the season. The starting pitching continues to be very good. The bullpen outstanding yesterday, but the primary focus for me has been Wilson Contreras. This kid has been unbelievable since the middle of June, maybe the best in the National League.
Let's get the highlights from Game 2 after the Nationals grabbed Game 1 behind a couple of home runs from Daniel Murphy. And yeah, they're waiting across the street to see if someone will hit one over Waveland. Bryce Harper hit one off the board in right. Something like 14 two-strike home runs this year for Bryce Harper. But in the bottom of the first inning, they jumped all over former Cub Edwin Jackson.
Yeah, Bryant, after Jay doubles, Bryant doubles as well. 6 batters into the game. The Cubs had 5 hits and 4 runs. Looked like they were going to blow them out, but then Edwin Jackson actually settled in, got 5 innings in under his belt, kept his team in the game. Alex Avila, first home run in a Cub uniform, a big blow in that first inning.
Bullpen taking over for John Lackey, and there's the Contreras blast. Man, oh man, you said it. He has been red hot. I think 27 knocked in the 19 games since the break. A 1.19 bullpen ERA in John Lackey's starts. How about that?
Yeah, Big John, I think he's putting a little pressure on the boys out the bullpen, and they have responded for him. Dunsing has been a real surprise so far this year. He's been lights out for a good while now. Pedro Strop was good again yesterday. Wade Davis, it's been a little bit of a rocky road for him of late. Some walks, lack of command at times. He managed to get the job done again yesterday, as he has done every single time he has gone out there in a save situation this year.
Perfect in save opportunities, so the Cubs will hand the ball to their ace today, John Lester, and he has the advantage and experience in this matchup.
Yeah, I guess so. John Lester, the salty veteran, goes to the mound for the Cubs. The kid pitching for the Washington Nationals, young man by the name of Eric Fetty, will be making his second major league start. Kind of a weird game for John last time out. A couple of milestones. He got his 2,000th career strikeout, his first home run, his first multi-hit game. But because of a high pitch count, he only went 4 innings plus 3 batters, so he did not qualify for the win. He punched out 9 in that ball game. The Cubs have won his last 4 starts. He's 3-0 during that stretch, and here's the tail of the tape, so to speak. The 33-year-old Lester making his 340th start, a 4-time All-Star up against Fetty, who's a really good pitching prospect, but just one big league start under his belt.
Yeah, and one of the narratives in that series in June was that the Cubs were a little undermanned, and the Nationals, the case this weekend. No Strasburg, he's on the DL. No Max Scherzer, he's not starting today because of the neck issue from his last start. And no Gio Gonzalez, so Cubs seeing some guys they might not see if we see them in October.
Right, and that's why it's hard to draw any real conclusions in-season series between two clubs and how it may play out in the postseason. Because if if you face the Nationals in October, you're going to see Scherzer and Strasburg and Gonzalez.
All right, we have more to come as we get you set for Cubs baseball. Justin Wilson will chat with Kelly Crow coming up.
you to experience amazing. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, through it all. Ford, who invites you to go further in their fuel-efficient vehicles. Check out our entire lineup at your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. Menards, save big money at Menards. And Southwest Airlines, yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
Yes, a great matinee in store. Cubs and Nationals in the rubber match, and a couple Sunday morning moves to pass along. Tommy La Stella has rejoined the team, and Rob Zastryzny is headed back to Iowa. Of course, Zastryzny did not get to pitch yesterday, but as Madden, always looking at the positives, says he did get better at his dance moves out there in the bullpen, which of course is a huge deal right now. Every time the team goes deep, those guys are busting some moves out there. And one of the guys who's new to all of that is, of course, lefty reliever Justin Wilson, who I had a chance to catch up with and see how that's all going for him.
Well, for me personally, I don't know. It's a lot of fun. I don't know if we have the best moves down there, but we had a lot of fun with it.
Who is it that stood out to you that you were like, whoa, really? I didn't see that one coming.
I mean, well, CJ's got some really good moves. Noble, the bullpen catcher, he's got it going on. And then you never know. You know, Lester throws some stuff out there every once in a while too. Yeah, it's pretty fun to watch.
They've had a little more time to prepare than
yeah.
you, so don't feel so bad. You know what I'm saying? Early goings here. Are you settling in? Do you feel like? I mean, it takes some time. I know at Wrigley too, in front of home fans, it can kind of be a lot of nerves at the start, just the transition. But what do you think?
I mean, yeah. I haven't pitched as well as I liked. It's gone all right, but yeah. I mean, I think that especially the first outing, I was like really amped up. You know, I just wanted to go out there and get it over with, and I'm glad it was. And then kind of settled in as I've gone. Need to get back to my strengths, strike one, and getting guys out early. But other than that, I think it's gone pretty well.
A lot of guys will say when they come to a new team, it's going on the road for the first time that actually breaks them in more than anything. Do you feel like that could be, and why? Why would that even be, really?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I've kind of gotten settled so far, you know, after the excuse me, wow.
Don't worry.
Yeah, first few games. But, you know, this road trip will be nice, and, you know, it's a little easier to get with certain guys on the road just because there's not a lot of distractions, really. You know, you go there and you play.
That makes sense. They're all around. Speaking of road trips, you've got a biker jacket for
Yeah.
your first road trip. Yeah. How about that? You've seen the themed road trips, I'm sure, from
Yep.
Joe's perspective for a while now. But
I'm pretty
you get to be part
excited.
of-
Yeah, pretty excited. I, in fact, got a little shirt to go with it. So.
Where did the shirt come from?
I've had that. Yeah,
So
I
you've been
wear
waiting.
that.
This
That's
is
like
your-
normal for me, so it works. Yeah.
Justin Wilson really looking forward to the Easy Rider themed road trip out west. So much so, guys, he's gone all out. Even went to the Harley Davidson store on Michigan Avenue yesterday to buy himself a do-rag and a wallet chain to bring the outfit all together this afternoon. So looking forward to the trip out west. San Francisco first, then Arizona. But first things first, the finale against the Nationals this afternoon, and time for our national anthem.
At this time, please remain standing and join Michael McDermott and Heather Horton as they honor our nation with God Bless America, followed by our national anthem.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountain what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, it gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome back here to Wrigley Field. This is your Miller Lite game report. The rubber match between the Cubs and Nationals. Of course, the Northsiders evened up the series yesterday behind the big bats of Wilson Contreras and Alex Avila. The veteran catcher, his first hit as a Cub coming in the form of a 2-run home run. Certainly that experience and adds to the depth here with the Cubs and seems to be settling in quite nicely here on the north side. And maybe that's because he did see a trade coming.
Up to the deadline, I think I would have been a little bit surprised if I hadn't been, just because JD had gone obviously a couple of weeks before, and there was so much talk the week leading up to it that it's almost like when it's talked about that much, it's almost a foregone conclusion. But you know, I'm glad I ended up in a good place.
I got to ask you, with your dad being the general manager over there, what was the dynamic? How did that all go down with you and your dad?
Well, you know, a lot of people obviously had questions about it because it's a unique situation. But to be honest with you, for the both of us, it was business as usual. You know, I understood as a player where I'm at in my career, you know, on a one-year deal, you know, having a pretty good season that teams would want me, and you know, he would have to make a decision that was, you know, best for the future of the organization. And you know, we're good with that. Our relationship's been, you know, rock solid, and we've been a baseball family, you know, ever since my grandfather. So, you know, I think we both understood what comes with the territory.
Such an interesting dynamic, isn't it? All in the Avila family. 9 major league seasons for Alex Avila now. His father, as JD mentioned, Al is the GM with the Detroit Tigers. Godfather, Tommy Lasorda. I mean, these guys have been around the game of baseball their whole lives. Brother Alan, drafted by the Tigers in 2008, and certainly understand the difference between business and family. Mom's the only one that was upset, doesn't get to see her grandkids as much. Coming up next, though, you won't be upset getting to watch the finale between the Cubs and Nationals coming your way here on CSN.
Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is presented by State Farm. Cubs wrap up a pretty long stay in the Midwest. They haven't been on a plane in almost 3 weeks. It is getaway day as the Cubs look for a series win. Rubber game as they host the NL East leading Washington Nationals, and the Cubs taking the field behind veteran left-hander John Lester. Here's Dusty Baker's Nationals lineup. It is brought to you by Southwest. Notice a lot of the averages start with 3. After Goodwin, you've got Kendrick, Harper, Zimmerman, Murphy, Rendon. Pretty impressive. Matt Wieters, the switch-hitting catcher, got kicked out of the game after the 6th inning yesterday. Wilmer Defoe, the shortstop, will hit 8. And rookie right-hander Eric Fetty will bat 9.
Check in with the Cubs defensively, and you'll find Schwarber in left, John Jay in center, Jason Hayward where you normally find him in right field. Infield alignment today: Chris Bryant, Javi Baez on the left side of the infield, Ian Happ, Anthony Rizzo on the right side. Anthony has played 89 consecutive errorless games over there at first base. Hasn't made an error since April. Wilson Contreras is behind the plate, and the Lexus starting pitcher for the Cubs today is John Lester. Lexus experience amazing. A 24th start for Big John, 8-6 with a 3.96 earned run average. League bats 244 against him. A career best 180 batting average against for left-handed hitters. For Johnny, he's completely shut them down. He's only allowed 1 home run to a left-handed batter this year. He's 2-1 lifetime against the Nationals with a 2.53 ERA. This is his second start against them this year. He got a no decision in Washington earlier this year. He went 6 innings, allowed just 1 run.
6-year Major League veteran Vic Carapazza will work home plate. The crew chief Tom Hallion, Mark Ripperger, and Chad Whitson are on the bases. Carapazza served in the Air Force before enrolling in umpire school. Lester to Goodwin, and we're underway, and that's a strike. Cubs still a half a game ahead of Milwaukee in the Central Division. Nationals have had a comfortable lead pretty much throughout the year in the East, 13 ahead of second place Miami. Two and one on Goodwin. Just got a piece of it, so this is the rubber game of the season series. Tied at 3 games apiece.
Split the 4-game set in Washington. Split the first 2 here. You see Goodwin with good numbers against left-handed pitching. That's why he stays not only in the lineup but at the top of the lineup.
Goodwin stays alive, so just a light rain. We play through it as we get started. Dark skies above, but the lights are on. Fans were prepared. We'll get through this, JD.
We'll be okay, everybody. Just relax.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
As we mentioned, John had the strikeout pitch working last time against the Diamondbacks. He punched out 9 in 4+ innings. Goodwin, who's pretty disciplined, expands the zone there. A lot of cutters from John in his last start.
.74 degrees, southeast wind at 4, blowing out toward left. Pitch to Kendrick. He's in there for a strike. First inning runs have been an issue here the last few days. Cubs gave up 4 on Thursday against the Diamondbacks. That was Jose Quintana. Kyle Hendricks gave up the 2-run homer on Friday to Daniel Murphy, and John Lackey, a solo homer allowed to Bryce Harper yesterday.
Kendrick, lifetime .291 hitter. You saw the numbers against left-handed pitching this year. Since joining the Nationals, he's 10 out of 22.
Nice under the radar pickup. Bounced foul. And, looked like Contreras ended up with some shrapnel in his eye. Maybe a piece of dirt flew up. Not quite sure.
That gives him another solid right-handed bat to go along with Zimmerman and Rendon. You know, they've got Harper and Murphy from the left side.
Two and 2 to Kendrick. See what John has done against this Eastern Division. Pretty good.
He's been a beast against the East.
Crowded him, and it's 3 and 2.
The East, as Len mentioned, has not been very competitive this year. Nationals been comfortably out in front all year. They're the only team in the division above 500. Miami, the second place team, is 51 and 57.
Ground ball to third. It's foul.
So as we settle in for the stretch run here, August and September, races are in the NL Central and in the wild card. East and West, top of the division, pretty much a done deal.
Cubs still have games against Phillies, Braves, and Mets. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Lester to start the ball game.
He's going to strike them all out.
Hitting next, number 34, right fielder, Bryce Harper.
Harper's got a high school teammate alongside him in their lineup today. Eric Fetty at one time pitched to catcher Bryce Harper at Las Vegas High School. It's interesting, isn't it? Just, you know, Harper and Bryant grew up in Vegas. They've known each other a long time. They're both great players, MVP guys. They got a very different vibe on the baseball.
Oh my goodness,
don't
yeah,
they?
yeah. Stylistically, very different. Bryce kind of an in-your-face attitude, the way he plays the game. KB more of a steady as she goes.
The yin and the yang. Harper, the MVP in the NL 2 years ago. It was Bryant last season.
Harper has got a real good shot to win that award again this year.
So that home run gave them the lead, but two big strikeouts later on with men on base in the fifth against Lackey, and then to end the ball game against Wade Davis.
Yep, he did that. He chased curveballs.
Chased one there, and Lester strikes out the side. Cubs coming up against rookie Eric Fetty when we return. Offense has scored a bunch of runs, 5 games, 33 runs total so far this week. Jay, Bryant, and Rizzo will start it. Contreras, Schwarber, Happ in the middle. Hayward, Baez, and the powerful John Lester, who homered in his last start.
Nationals defensively, Kendrick, Goodwin, Harper in the outfield, Rendon, Depot, Murphy, Zimmerman third to first. Matt Wieters is behind the plate, and the youngster Eric Fetty on the mound. You can see his numbers from the minor leagues. He pitching very well at Double-A. Harrisburg, got called up to Syracuse, did not have a lot of success there. He's first-round draft pick of the Nationals in 2014. Out of the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Fastball, slider, and a change.
Strike on John Jay, and he's the leadoff man, and he's presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. And if John gets a hit, Benny's will donate $100 to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. Fetty, tall and lanky.
And in a hurry.
Yeah, 6'4", 180.
So had the one big league start. It came against the Rockies. It did not go well. He allowed 10 hits, 7 runs, and 4 innings of work. But what we've been told is that didn't back away, continued to pitch aggressively. There you go. 95 for a punch out.
4 batters in this game. They've all struck out. Facing this lineup for the first time.
Well, he's at an advantage and a disadvantage all at the same time. The advantage being just that these hitters don't have a book on him. They haven't seen him pitch. They don't know how he's going to try to get them out. He's at a disadvantage, and just a second big league start. He's here on a big stage at Wrigley Field, and there's got to be a lot of adrenaline pumping, and Kris Bryant wanted time, didn't get it.
Stare down with Vic Carpazza. Crowd didn't like it either. Talking with Ron Coomer, he said what he did is what Chris is doing right now. When he wanted to slow a guy down, he just wouldn't look at the pitcher. And if you're not looking, the umpire's probably not going to allow the pitch to be thrown, right?
Well, to a degree, right? I would think at some point, because that's savvy move by Coombe.
Right. So if you're looking down,
yeah, he's asking for time. But watch when he looks up. If Fetty's ready to go, he's not going to.
Right.
He's going to let him go. I think
2.
the key, and we saw it with the Suter kid in Milwaukee the other day. I think, and he works more quickly than even Fetty. Don't get out of the box.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Full with Anthony Rizzo on deck. Bryant yesterday 1 hit. That was a double. He walked. He knocked in a run, scored a run. Cubs won that game 7-4. Nationals took the opener 4-2. The shortstop Defoe kind of waited back, and he just got him. Well, you wait back over there on that side of the diamond, and Kris Bryant will occasionally make you pay.
Yeah, good hustle by Chris, and a little bit of a delayed call there by Tom Hallion. Ultimately rang him up. Call.
An awkward landing there by Chris, as he really stretched out.
Yeah, put a lot of pressure on that ankle when you stretch for the base the way he did.
We'll keep an eye on that. I'm trying to think of which ankle it was earlier that he tweaked. Bunted by Rizzo. Barehanded Rendon, and he got him. What a play. Pretty good bunt. Maybe a little too hard by Rizzo, but Rendon able to get him. 0-0 after 1 inning of play. Chicago is presented by State Farm. Well, it was against the Nationals in late June. Chris kind of awkwardly stepped on third base on defense, tweaking his right ankle, and he has still not come out. I don't know if they're doing a tape job or if Joe is making a lineup change. This is June 28th.
Yeah, fairly innocuous, just a pop up, and as he drifts over to catch it, he steps awkwardly on the base and rolls that right ankle.
Fortunately, didn't miss much time. And, between innings, Joe heading out. I'm assuming Chris is staying in, because if not, there would be
right.
Tommy LaStella probably in the game, who just got called back from Iowa today.
I'm guessing they're just taping it up or something to support that ankle. And again, you see it roll as he hits the corner of the bag.
Nice work by our crew to remember that play in Washington. And here he is. He ended up missing 2 games after leaving that ball game in D.C. Ryan Zimmerman will lead it off.
John Lester made his first appearance against the Nationals. It was during his rookie year in 2006. Ryan Zimmerman was also a rookie that year with the Nats. Looking at the box score of that game a little while ago, I think they're the only 2 players still active from that game. Zimmerman lifetime 2 out of 14 against John.
Mentioned the other day, not only the franchise leader in home runs, but the all-time DC big league leader in home runs. Several different major league franchises. Vladimir Guerrero had the old Expos/Nationals record, 234. 3-2. I was just thinking about Chris stretching out at first base.
Yeah.
Probably somebody at home going, he should have slid head first.
Should have done a hook slide.
You can get hurt sliding in every which direction or just running through the bag. You never know. Ball 4. What's more important to you, right? A finger or your ankle?
Yeah, you're spot on. I still think the head first slide is a more precarious play.
No, I agree.
But yeah, and that's the thing. In the heat of battle, guys are lunging for a base, so that the technique's not perfect. They're going head first. The technique's not perfect. They're just trying to beat a play.
Nobody out, and that ball feathered into left. Daniel Murphy. He is a professional hitter. Almost like he just guided that ball to the green space.
Very Tony Gwynn-like, this approach here. Smart hitter too, and Murphy's hit for average against both right and left-handed pitching, but he's probably going to sacrifice some powers against lefties. So quiet lower body, use the hands, just shoot it the other way. Create an opportunity for Rendon here, who has worn out left-handed pitching. One of the more underrated players in the league. I mean, monster season.
Had a 6-for-6, 3-homer, 10 RBI game against the Mets on April 30th. And it's a rocket foul.
Usually doesn't go after the first pitch. Typically sees a lot of pitches per plate appearance. Works a lot of tough at-bats, line drives, home runs. The power has developed over the last couple of years. I will note that the triple play is in order. We'll cut fastball down and in, sharply hit the Bryant, and off we go. Just one time, that's all.
John Lester's hometown is Puyallup, Washington. He and his family now live in the Atlanta area in the offseason. Here's his 1-1 to Rendon, low and outside. Fastball. Early in his career, John was diagnosed with lymphoma. Capped his comeback 2007 by starting and winning the World Series clincher for the Red Sox. Caught by Jay, tagging and heading to third is Zimmerman, and he'll make it. One out in the inning, and it'll bring up the catcher, Matt Wieters.
That throw came all the way into third base, so had Murphy gone back and tagged up in time, he might have been able to get himself into scoring position and take the double play out of order, but none of that happened, so he's still at first base. Murphy had gone about a third of the way, and by the time he got back, it was too late to try to advance.
Wieters was ejected from the game after the bottom of the sixth yesterday, and afterward he basically said he thought Chad Whitson had a different strike zone for each team, so he was standing up for his pitchers. Ground ball. Happ. Baez. Rizzo. They turn it. There's the double play to get Lester out of the inning. Well, you mentioned it.
By Baez.
Yeah, no advance by Murphy, and that allows the Cubs to get out of the inning with no damage.
Your autographed item and help benefit Cubs charities. Cubs Authentics is the premier outlet for all MLB authenticated Cubs memorabilia. The Cubs will donate net proceeds from the sale of Cubs Authentics to Cubs charities. Visit Cubs.com/authentics today.
Must see TV now when Wilson Contreras comes to the plate. And takes a strike on the outside. 8 for 18, 11 knocked in this week. 27 RBIs in the second half, tied with Nolan Arenado for the major league lead.
Going back to June 16th, covering 41 games, he's batting .327, .396 on base, .673 slugging percentage. And slugging percentage second best to Anthony Rendon in that time frame. 14 home runs, trailing only Giancarlo Stanton.
One big reason why Joe kept him in the lineup yesterday, playing left field with Alex Avila starting back at the plate. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Yeah, this kid gets high marks across the board for fastball command. He's got a good slider, and here you see a dandy of a changeup.
And he turned it over.
It's a good sign for the Nationals, because sometimes it's the touch pitches when a guy's overamped. Speaking of overamped,
added some insurance.
Captain Energy.
Teammates call him Killer. 3-2. Schwarber and then Happ in the second.
Change up.
Got him on a breaking ball.
The front door slurvy breaking ball. I'm not sure that was his intent to leave it on the inside part of the plate, but it got the job done.
Here's Schwarber playing left and batting fifth. One for 4 in the series, a walk, a double, and a run. Fetty, you mentioned Brent Suter. Not only works quickly, but he's got a pretty fast delivery too.
Yeah, like Suter. I keep thinking about those old candy bar commercials. But you can't eat a marathon bar quick.
Oh, I miss the marathon bar.
But you can't eat a marathon bar quick. Fetty
making those a long time ago. Had like the ruler on the back, right? From the bounce of breaking ball. Ooh. I think he fooled everybody,
yeah,
including the home plate umpire. Pat Wieters asking Potso where it was. This time he got him. 96 with some late movement.
Yeah, this is pretty impressive so far. Command, feel, all of it in place for the young right-hander. The two-seam fastball working its way back to the inside corner. This is it's like for the Cub hitters, it's like playing the first couple holes of a round of golf. You're just trying to get a feel for what this kid's all about, what he throws, how he's going to try to get you out in certain counts, how he goes after righties versus lefties. The hope is third time through, you got a plan.
Battle play as Happ picks up the first Cub hit.
Been a bit of a struggle for Ian of late, just a $196 in the second half of the season with one long one. Well, maybe that'll be the start of a good run for him.
It's interesting. According to Brooks Baseball and Fangraphs, Fetty was throwing a slider about 82 miles an hour in his first start, but these look like curveballs, so maybe it's a different breaking ball he's broken out today. Is that possible?
It is.
77, 79 with the curve.
Just working around it a little bit more, trying to soften it. He was, as I mentioned, he started down at AA Harrisburg, then got promoted to Syracuse. Did not have a lot of success at Syracuse. He's been moved in and out of the rotation. The Nationals bullpen was so bad early on, they decided to take him out of the rotation in the minor leagues, use him as a reliever with an eye towards using him in the pen late in the season.
Ground ball into right. Back-to-back two-out hits. So Hayward, who's had a slow homestand with the bat, 1-for-1 today. And that'll give Baez a chance.
And then they end up putting him back in the rotation, and then this need arose for him to make a couple of starts, and he's stretched out and ready to do that. And now they really no longer have a need in the bullpen because of the acquisitions they have made.
Baez with 2 on and 2 down. Cubs averaging about 6.5 runs per game on this homestand, although keep in mind one of the they scored 16, and the following night they were shut out. Rain has stopped. Wind continues to blow out toward left. And the pitch to Baez is a strike. Referenced it briefly earlier. Tommy La Stella is back from Iowa. Down to the Cubs bench. Robs Strisny. Option back to AAA. 4th time La Stella's been on the big league roster this season.
I think Matt Wieder's lobbying has paid off. Not that these are terrible pitches, but all of a sudden it looks like Carapaz's kind of hunting for strikes.
High. 2-2.
Very interesting. I mean, he was a first-round pick in 2014. He had Tommy John surgery that year, did not pitch. So it speaks to how talented this kid is, 1, and 2, how much faith the industry now has in the doctors performing these surgeries, that you would make that kind of an investment.
Just before he got drafted, he had elbow reconstruction. Ground ball, base hit. Happ around third. He will score, and the Cubs lead 1-0. All this happening with 2 outs.
make the manager happy. He's been talking a lot about moving the baseball, driving runs in with singles and doubles. Don't feel like you have to hit it to the moon. And tough at bat too. Bias, couple of strikes called on very borderline pitches, but he hangs in there and delivers the RBI single.
Cubs have the early 1-0 advantage. Now Lester. Looks at a strike. JD mentioned it a little earlier. First career 2-hit game, first major league home run on Tuesday night against the Diamondbacks.
Patrick Corbin, a lefty.
How about off a lefty into the opposite field? Knocked off all the boxes.
Yeah, he's filling up his baseball bingo card, isn't he? Got the stolen base earlier in Atlanta.
Swing and a miss to end the inning. All the outs were strikeouts, but in between 3 consecutive 2-out hits. Baez gives the Cubs the early lead.
Top 1-0 as we head to the third. This is your Miller Lite game report, and after this one, of course, the Cubs head out west to San Francisco and take a look at what they'll be wearing on the trip. It all starts with the black leather biker vests as part of the Easy Rider trip, and each one of these vests has a nickname on them. All the guys getting their nicknames. Wilson Contreras, Killer, as we've been talking about, and that comes from, he said when he was asked, John Lester and Tim Buss, the strength and conditioning coach, have given him this nickname because of the way he plays the game and the way he looks at guys on the field, which we've all seen that intensity from Wilson Contreras, guys, but it's paying off right now.
Thank you, Kelly. Looking forward to the Easy Rider trip. One nothing Cubs, third inning. Defoe gets a hold of one. Jay can't get it. Defoe on his way to second. He's going to round the bag. On his way to third. He's got a triple. That ball is smoked. Wilmer Defoe.
Wilmer getting some chances to play due to injury and some damage. A little guy, but there's some pop in that bat. He stings this one. A good effort here by Jay on that line drive. It's just a tough read, so he's retreating and reaching and just can't quite haul it in, and the speedy Defoe all the way to third base.
Infield in against the pitcher Fetty. And he taps foul.
I don't know if he can hit. I know he's a good soccer player. He's an all-state soccer player. Helped his team win a state championship in high school. It's one of those skills that probably doesn't translate. Good at soccer doesn't necessarily mean you can swing a bat.
Off that curveball. Are you donning your Captain America garb for the Easy Rider trip, or
be wearing my CSN patch?
Be more of a George Hansen guy.
I should have brought a do-rag.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1-0 Cubs. Nationals have a man at third, nobody out. Swing and a miss. There's the first out.
Celebrate the return of the school year. Monday, the August 14th and Tuesday, the 15th. The Cubs are offering specially priced tickets to teachers, students, academic professionals, and their family members and friends to watch the Cubs host the Reds. Included with your game ticket, participants will receive a commemorative fidget spinner. For tickets, visit Cubs.com/community nights.
Infield still in against the left-handed hitting Goodwin. On the outside corner for a strike. He fanned to start the ball game. Brewers continue to pitch well. They're tied at 1 at Tampa Bay in the bottom of the 6th today.
Good anticipation there by Contreras on that breaking ball. He was on the move early.
Jimmy Nelson against Chris Archer in that ball game.
Brewers had shut him out in back-to-back games, had they not?
That is correct. 3-0 last night. In the air, Schwarber dropped it. He had it, it looked like. And we're tied at 1. I don't know if he was thinking about the throw before the catch or not. They'll get a base hit.
Ruled a base hit, not an easy play, but a play that should have been made.
Yeah, so he didn't have it.
Should have caught it
off the end of his glove. And then off his toe. Infield now at double play depth against Kendrick. Right field be caught by Hayward for out number 2. Goodwin holding it first. Now Harper for the second time.
And the thing about that play in left field, I don't think Defoe was going to try to score on it. I don't think he was going to be back in time to tag to give himself a chance to score. And Kyle caught that ball.
Pretty good lead over there by Goodwin. He's not running, and the pitch is low and away. Cardinals pounding the Reds 13-3 in the 5th inning in Cincinnati. Homer Bailey gave up 10 runs. Could not get out of the 4th.
It's been a tough go for Homer since he came off the disabled list. Pretty good last time out. For the most part, he's gotten hit around pretty good. Everybody in the division still in the conversation except for the Reds. They're 13.5 games back.
Two and two on Bryce Harper. Leadoff triple, ultimately leading to the game-tying run. Goodwin runs. Here's the throw. It's to the shortstop side. Good play by Baez just to keep it out of center field. 3-2 on the batter Harper.
Contreras had to reach for that pitch, so tough to get the feet set and be in a good position to make an accurate throw, and a very nice play by Baez. He's been chasing the curveball. Let's see what they do here on 3-2 now with the base open.
Swing and a miss. So Harper strikes out for the 2nd time today as the Nationals do tie it up. It's 1-1. Podcast brought to you by Wintrust, discussing the potential impact of the newcomers Justin Wilson and Alex Avila, plus a look back at the best of Carlos Zambrano. Subscribe today. One tie. Cubs bat in the 3rd. Trying trying to finish up a 3-3 homestand with a win today. Strike on Jay, the center fielder.
And there's that softer breaking ball, more slurvy, more of a curveball than the hard slider that's 82-ish.
Going into today, John batting .337 in the home pinstripes. Six-game trip coming up. San Francisco for 3, Arizona for 3. Those two teams are playing each other this weekend. Giants a winner last night.
Extra inning ball game last night.
Jarrett Parker with the game-ending RBI. Bounce to first. That's Zimmerman to the bag. The Easy Rider road trip. A leather vest with no shirt underneath would be a good look for you.
Yeah. I thought about it, but I didn't think very long. Diamondbacks are really hard to beat in their home ballpark. They're 36-18 at Chase Field.
Swinging bunt. Fedde off the mound. The slip, the throw, safe. Fedde fortunate he didn't blow out a groin as his foot slipped from underneath him.
It looked like Chris was moving okay down the line. Tweaked the ankle last time, and again has to lunge for the base. And plant leg just keeps sliding on Fedde. There are those soccer skills paying off. Quick feet, good balance. It's a knock for Bryant.
Cubs dugouts trying to get Chris Bryant's attention. I think they want him to acknowledge, you know, that you have to look at the dugout and do whatever the hand signal is, and Chris tends to forget. One strike on Rizzo. He tried to bunt for a hit in the first, but nice barehanded pick and throw by Rondon to get him. Zimmerman's got it. They get one. They get them both. 3-6-3 on the double play. And that will take us to the fourth. It's the Cubs 1 and the Nationals 1.
Ringside with Joe Madden and Cub players at the 3rd annual Respect 90 main event Thursday, August 17th at the Grand Banking Hall at the Wintrust Building. The event features several rounds of local youth boxing and an opportunity to win prizes. A portion of the net proceeds will benefit youth boxing programs in Chicago's underserved communities. For details, visit Cubs.com/Madden. Picture there, Joe looks more like a Backstreet Boy than a boxer.
A very youthful vibe.
Yeah, just the stance. It looks like he's getting ready to do a little in sync or something.
Zimmerman with a nice turn. 3-6-3 started it and ended it. Former third baseman.
Yeah, he had a lot of throwing issues toward the end of his time at third base, and the throw he made to second base was a little funky looking, but it got the job done.
Two balls and a strike on Ryan Zimmerman. Swing and a miss.
See how he positions himself and then kind of just lays that ball back and then slings it over there to second.
Chased one in the dirt on a curve. So John Lester, who picked up career strikeout number 2,000 in his last start, had 9 in all. 6 today.
Yeah, he's going all Koufax here lately.
Well, Daniel Murphy continues to do what he's done here these last couple of years. He might get a town named after him one of these days. And could be Murfreesboro.
Could be Murfreesboro.
I think Queens was Murfreesboro in the playoffs 2 years ago when he was a Met. See what I did there? 0-2.
Yeah. It was Murfreesboro. Yeah.
He strikes out.
That's something he rarely does. John's got it going today with the curveball or the cutter, getting a lot of swings and misses.
John pitched on normal rest, but swapped spots with Jake Arrieta for his last start, as he then attended the funeral of his uncle who had passed away. Has been inspired with the PLACT inscribed on his cap in honor of his uncle who went to Notre Dame. Play like a champion today. Two 2-0 to Rendon, who lined to center his first time. Rendon with the curly locks to go with the curly W on his helmet. 2-1.
Yeah, Anthony looks like if they needed an extra for one of those biblical movies, he'd be good. With a toga on him, some sandals.
Hayward has it. Second, 1, 2, 3 for Lester in the first 4. A 1-1 tie.
Of the game presented by Miller Lite is Old Crow. See the complete list of the CSN bars of the game presented by Miller Lite. Visit csnchicago.com.
Probably going to get a scoring change on the Goodwin RBI single. The ball that was not caught by Schwarber. Probably going to be called an error. Just trying to figure out if Goodwin will get an RBI on a sac fly or not. Went back and looked at it, and Defoe did head back to third to tag, but that ball wasn't that deep and left, so we'll wait and see. Here's Contreras in a 1-1 tie. Swing and a miss. Foul past third. Cubs out hitting the Nationals 4-3. You see Layla Rahimi here at the ballpark today. There was some mid-thought about the scoring decision when we had a shot of Layla in the stands today. 1-2 on Contreras. Here's the pitch. That one crushed. It will go. 2-1.
That's his 9th since the All-Star break.
20th of the year, a Ford home run replay.
Yeah, went back to the changeup, and boy, great work. You see Contreras use his legs to go down, and then the bat stays through the zone. That's getting to be a very familiar look, that little move right there. High finish, dismissed the bat, leisurely jog.
So he has joined Rizzo and Bryant. He and Chris have 20 homers apiece. Rizzo 26. Schwarber with a big cut. StatCast is powered by AWS. 434 feet. The back of the bleachers.
Cubs record for home runs by a catcher in a season is 28. Rick Wilkins had 28 long ones back in 1993. With number 20 today, Wilson trails only Jody Davis, Giovanni Soto, and Jody Davis again.
He walked him. Singled and scored in the second. He's batting 6th today. Playing on the infield. All 3 outfield spots. 2-1 bottom 4. You had Wilkins with how many? 28 as a catcher in '93.
Yeah.
So people were saying, well, he hit 30 that year. Well, it's homers as a catcher. So, for instance, Contreras yesterday homered, but that was as a left fielder.
Yeah, so he actually has 19 as a catcher.
Swing and a miss as Wieters got hit by the backswing.
Yeah.
Two and two.
That he loses, like Suter in Milwaukee, who works so quickly, you lose that advantage a little bit with a man on base. Obviously, you have to come set, check the runner. Tougher to dictate the tempo.
Ground ball. Murphy's got it. And they'll get Schwarber at second. Out number 1.
Bound and determined to get the lead runner, and the throw is offline, but a good job by Defoe to stay on the bag and make the catch.
By the way, thanks to Twitter followers, Murfreesboro, Illinois, population 7,970, southern part of the state. And it is spelled Murphysboro. Maybe that's where Daniel should spend his offseason. He could be the de facto mayor. Two strikes to Hayward.
Ever think about heading up to Casper, Wyoming, and
I've never
settling
been.
in?
I would like to. I've heard Wyoming's gorgeous.
Big sky country and all that. See some buffalo. Stolen 6 bases this year. He's been caught 3 times. Wieters has thrown out 25%, which is a little below league average.
back. Did you know your buddy Tom Browning was born
Tom
in
Browning, yep, I do.
Mike Devereaux. And Spillner.
It was all Caspers or all Wyomings?
All born in Casper.
Casper, wow.
Yeah. Runs. He's going to make it. Got a great jump.
Well, so much so I'm a little surprised Wieters even through.
Number 7 for Ian.
Jump was so big he probably felt guilty. Feeling that Fetty's battery starting to wind down a little bit.
Taking a lot more time between pitches. And he's gone 0-2 to 3-2 here. Last 3 have missed badly.
Yeah, pitching away from contact. I think the Contreras home run has rattled him a little bit.
And a miss, strike 3.
Nice pitch there. Strikeout number 5 for the young right-hander.
Baez will be intentionally walked. Pitch to Lester instead with runners at first and second.
A lot of clubs would pitch to Javi there and pitch out of the zone and see if he would be willing to expand the zone. A young pitcher out there, maybe Dusty doesn't trust him to execute that plan.
This would have been Max Scherzer's day. Decided to wait another day. As he had to deal with the neck issue in his last start.
Leading, if not the leading candidate for the Cy Young Award in the National League. .221 ERA, second only to Clayton Kershaw. What's the latest on Kershaw? When is he expected back? Do you know?
I thought it was looking like September, but
yeah, that's what I recall. It's not like they need him. They've won 43 of their last 50 ball games. The Dodgers have. Been about 100 years since the team has had a streak like that.
So Lester strikes out. Contreras let off the frame with a home run, and the Cubs have their second lead of the ball game. It's 2-1 after 4. The must-attend event of the summer. Experience the biggest day of racing in Illinois with exclusive ticketed packages. Big ways to win and a celebration of the best racehorses in the world. Visit arlingtonpark.com to plan your day. Cubs 2, Washington 1. Yeah, she gets to wear the hat. Wieters, Defoe, and Fetty. And the curve is low. Wieters big numbers against John coming in.
Yeah, and he's been better from this side of the plate this year. 279 hitter as a right-handed batter.
Bounces to backhanding Bryant. All kinds of time. Good throw.
Well, 7 strikeouts today. John had 9 in 4 innings last time, so 16 punch-outs in 8 innings. 4 innings last time and first 4 here today. Dominant.
Defoe tripled and scored. They did officially change the scoring on the Goodwin hit. It's now a sac fly and an error on Kyle Schwarber. That run is earned. And the Cubs named their minor league player and pitcher of the month for July. Jen-Ho Sang has been terrific all year. He is the pitcher of the month. Outfielder DJ Wilson is the Cubs minor league player of the month.
Congratulations to those fine gentlemen.
Wilson at Mesa for 3, South Bend for 20 games. The 3 games in Mesa were a rehab assignment. Sang pitching at the AAA level for the first time. I think maybe one of those starts might have been with AA in July. Let's see. He was promoted on July 3rd. After July 3rd, so he struck out 10 at AA on July 3rd, and then headed to Iowa. Base hit. Defoe 2 for 2.
Another guy to keep an eye on is Dylan Maples, throwing pitcher in the Cubs organization, and he was called up to AAA not too long ago. He had huge strikeout numbers in the minor leagues this year. 8 2/3 innings in Iowa, 7 appearances. He has struck out 16. He had 28 strikeouts in 13 innings of work at AA.
Victor Caratini has stayed hot at the AAA level since going back. He's 6 for 11 with Iowa, batting .350 on the year.
See how the Nationals choose to play it here in bunt situation with speed on at first base. Bryant's going to be very aggressive coming in from third. Rizzo will try to hold his ground as long as possible. Prevent Defoe from getting a huge jump, because if the Nationals determine that Fetty doesn't have much of a chance of getting a bunt down here, and it doesn't look pretty so far, they might just go ahead and run Defoe.
Rusty Baker and Chris Spire, his bench coach. Bounce past Bryant. Baez will throw to first, and they get Fetty. So that plays like a sacrifice, even though he'll get an 0 for 1 out of it.
Good job putting it in play. Hey, you can follow Patrick Mooney, our Cubs insider, at csnchicago.com, presented by Nationwide's Jeff Vukovich. Serving the community for 38 years. Go to jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side.
Goodwin with 2 outs. And Defoe at second and knocked down by Contreras. From John is a strike. Goodwin didn't like it. One and two. Bottom of the 8th. Brewers and Rays. 1-1. Jimmy Nelson still pitching. Got 2 men on, nobody out. I'll keep a close eye on that one. Right to Baez. Buster keeps that man from scoring, and the Cubs lead 2-1 in the 5th.
Hey folks, you can relive the magic of last year's historic run with the official 2016 championship season Fly the W book. This features essays by Tom Ricketts, Theo Epstein, and others, as well as never before seen photos. For more information, visit Cubs.com/flythewbook.
John Jay, it's the first pitch right back to Fetty. 1-3 on the putout. 2-1 Cubs, 5th inning. Here's Bryant, who tweaked his ankle in the first inning, but still in there. Probably got a tape job before he came back out. After a short delay prior to the top of the 2nd.
Ankle put to the test his last at bat. A little slow roller to the right of the mound, and was able to beat it out for an infield hit.
2-0.
That's the old, okay, I'll throw him a 2-0 heater here, but I really don't want to throw it over.
Ball four.
A pretty good pitch. KB on for the second time. The infield hit. Borderline. Wieters hurt his pitcher a little bit there, the way he received that ball.
Anthony 0 for 2. Last time up, bounced into a 3-6-3 double play. 5 for ball 1.
Fetty was a pretty good ground ball pitcher in the minor leagues, and it looks like he's going to be able to do that at the big league level as well. Good running, sinking action on the fastball. Alonso is now a Seattle Mariner. For a minor league outfielder, Boog Powell.
We saw Boog in spring training. 1-2. Jimmy Nelson got through the 8th. It was a 2-out rally. I said nobody out, but Duda, ground rule double. Longoria walked, and then he struck out Logan Morrison. So top of the 9th. Both starting pitchers are still in the game, I believe. Chris Archer, no, he's out. He went 6. But, Craig Counsell showing a lot of faith in right-hander Jimmy Nelson.
Yeah, he's having a heck of a year. He's taking a big leap forward. Punched out 9 today, has a 3.24 ERA.
Short lead by Bryant. The pitch on a bounce. Rendon, little bobble. They get 1. They get 2. 5-6-3. And the inning ender. And we go to the 6th. 2-1 Cubs. Moment powered by Xfinity. John Lester, as JD mentioned, that strikeout pitch has been big for him here this week.
Yeah, boy, set the tone early, didn't he? Striking out the side in the top half of the first. 7 altogether.
I'd like to welcome all our CSN viewers in Auburn, Indiana, watching on Auburn Essential Services. Great to have you with us. Howie Kendrick will step in. Line right to the shortstop, Baez.
Well, the occasional atom ball, that helps too. Harper has struck out both times today. Swinging both times. Curveball in the first, cutter in the third. Given to play today, leading the National League in WABA, weighted on base average. We talk a lot about OPS, but actually weighted on base is probably a better and more accurate statistic measuring a player's offensive production.
Right, because OPS gives slugging on base average the same weight.
Yeah, so this is a little more finely tuned metric. And but you know, typically you see the guys that are at the top of the leaderboard in OPS are going to be the same cast of characters in terms of weighted on base, but not exactly the same. Aaron Judge is #1 in Major League Baseball. Harper's #2. Nationals are 4 guys in the top 13, I believe.
Schwarber makes the grab. 2 outs. And it brings up Zimmerman.
So this is the perfect combination for Lester here today. He's got the strikeout pitch working, but he's also being efficient, so the pitch count is not an issue. He's at 78. 2 outs here in the 6th. Last start, he threw 104 pitches. He faced 3 batters in the 5th inning, but had not recorded an out. He had a big lead, but a couple were in, a couple were on. And Joe decided to go to the bullpen. Hey, ready to make a play here, folks. You know, I think if John had been at 100 pitches with 2 outs in the 5th inning, Joe would have let him continue. But when you try to project going forward, you know, even if he gets through that inning without giving up any more damage, he's probably going to be up around 125, 130 pitches.
Right.
It was the prudent move.
To Cutter in the dirt. Nationals held to just 3 hits. Tried to curve him, 3-2. Murphy would bat next. Will bat next. It's just a matter if it'll be in the 6th or the 7th.
Let's hope Contreras bats next.
Well said. Let's see if there's a play to be made. Foul ground. Actually, might have been in fair territory. His hat made the catch, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 2-1 Cubs. Page on your commute home for the 5 at 5. Catch up on the 5 hottest topics of the day, plus get a shout out from the hosts by commenting with your opinions during the live stream. It's the 5 at 5 every weekday on Facebook Live.
We have an official inquiry. The information I gave out earlier on Contreras' home runner, Rick Wilkins being the single season leader for Cubs in terms of home runs by a catcher, is not accurate. Gabby Hartnett in 1930 hit 37 home runs.
Right, the site we sometimes use, only it goes back so far. Are you curious what the home run leader by position would be for the Chicago Cubs to go around the diamond? I can give you that information. Yeah. So Hartnett, the catcher. Derek Lee, 46 homers in 05 as a first baseman. Oh my goodness.
Topical.
Wow. I love the smile. Even he's impressed with himself.
Look out, Gabby.
3-1.
A star is born. Wow. Making it look easy. Oh, there's been nothing cheap about the home runs he's been hitting. He's been just tearing into it.
Fetty is fed up with Wilson Contreras. Schwarber takes a strike. So he's jumped ahead of Chris Bryant for second on the ball club for 21. 3-1 ball game. The 0-1. Schwarber takes outside. Derek Lee, Ryan Sandberg at second. Ernie Banks at short. Chris Bryant last year, the third base record for the Cubs with 39. Dave Kingman in left. Hack Wilson in center. Sammy Sosa in right. It is 66 and 98. Fergie Jenkins and Carlos Zambrano each had 6 homer seasons as a pitcher.
Chase just making an announcement here that Wilson is now tied with Giancarlo Stanton with 10 home runs since the All-Star break.
A few days ago, I had Wilson as a down ballot MVP candidate. He's moving up the ballot. He keeps doing what he's doing. And by down ballot, I mean, I think you get 10 MVP votes, right?
I think so, yeah.
So I would have said earlier this week probably would get votes in the 6 to 10 range, but he seems to be moving up. Schwarber in the air, deep left center, and gone! Back to back. His 18th.
A lot of times a manager will get 5 out of a young guy like this and get him out of the ball game, get him up into the clubhouse feeling pretty good about things. The Nationals decide not to do that, and they may be having second thoughts after this swing of the bat. There's your Ford home run replay. Kyle Schwarber, number 18, right on the heels of Contreras. Boom, boom.
Back-to-back blasts to the bleachers in left center to start the bottom of the 6th, and here comes Mike Maddox, the Nationals pitching coach. 4-1. Chat with Chris Bosio on a radio show this morning about the how, the why, the when you go out as a pitching coach and make a visit. Referring to Justin Wilson's inning yesterday in the 8th after 2 men reached. And one thing he said that was interesting was he logs his patterns in terms of the next pitch after a visit, because you don't want other teams
think that every time you go out there you're going to come back with a breaking pitch.
Right. So he'll try to vary what he asks his guy to throw, because I said it feels like the next pitch is always a strike. And sometimes it's to upset the rhythm of the other team's offense. Sometimes it's, you're going a little too fast, slow down. Sometimes it's strategy. Just depends.
Sometimes just buying time for somebody to get loose in the bullpen, and you try to convince your pitcher on the mound that that's not the case. Baby made a heck of a play.
Yeah. See, I just, as Mike Maddox went out to talk to Fetty, I imagine you as a pitching coach walking out there going, kid, don't worry. I've given up longer home runs in this park than that. Yeah. So don't worry about it. Just
fine, kid.
Join the club.
This is nothing.
Add a little levity to the day.
Grammy Award-winning Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees Green Day will make their performance debut at Wrigley Field. It'll happen on Thursday, August 24th. The band stop at the friendly confines as part of their Revolution Radio Summer Tour. Tickets are available now at Cubs.com/Green Day. I know I've told it before, but my favorite is the Art Fowler, longtime pitching coach with Billy Martin, and he used to go out there and tell the pitcher, "Come on, man, you got to throw a strike here. Billy's getting mad. Billy's yelling at me."
This isn't about you. It's about me.
This is about me.
Steven Souza Jr. with a game-ending home run off Jacob Barnes, and the Rays beat the Brewers 2-1. So Tampa Bay scored 2 runs in that entire series, but able to salvage the finale. So the Cubs have a 1-game lead in the division. And under the glove of Murphy, Hayward on his way to second. Here's the throw. It's late.
Oh, that's good baseball right there, Jason Hayward. That's the way to push. And he's going to be credited with a 2-base hit. Murphy does not have great range out there at second base. Couldn't flag it down. Hayward never quit on the play. Should have at least gotten leather on it. It would still been an infield hit.
Baez, the last 2 plate appearances, has been intentionally walked. We've seen a total of 8 phantom pitches last 2 times up. That'll be it for Fetty. Cubs lead 4-1 in the rubber match, and we'll be right back.
Player grade 2016 World Series ring donated by Jostens with proceeds benefiting Cubs charities. Now through September 4th, Cub fans can purchase raffle tickets for $10 each. Tickets can be purchased online and at official raffle locations around Chicago. Visit Cubs.com/ring-raffle for details.
It's a Weber sauces and seasonings. Call to the pen. Call grilling flavor up to the bigs. Veteran southpaw Oliver Perez is on. Runners at first and second for the Cubs. 1 out. John Lester, the batter.
Yeah, Oliver's been at this for a long time. Debuted with the Padres way back in 2002. Throws fastballs and sliders these days.
A wide array of angles and deliveries.
There's a lot of funk out there.
They've got Hayward, who's trying to at least buy time for Baez. And they called him out, so they continue to run him down, but he's out. And now Baez will stay at first.
Yeah.
Now Joe's going to come out. I don't know if he was tagged, and I don't know if he was called out of the baseline.
Yeah, and I didn't. You know, he went down to avoid the tag. I didn't see him stray from the baseline very far, and Joe saying he never touched him. Doesn't touch him there. I mean, he kind of lays down, so I guess you could make the case that he left his established line, but that would be a tough argument to make. And what do you do if you challenge this? Can you even challenge this play?
You probably can, but he's going to be out eventually, right?
Well, that's what I mean. If he's ruled out.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if Joe tried to make the argument, well, the play stopped. My guy stopped because you were calling him out. And if we're on the playground, you just kind of pick up where you left off. Okay, you start running, I'll start chasing you, and go.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm just glad they didn't get both guys, because Baez was thinking about second, and that could have been disastrous.
Yeah, and there was some peer pressure there because Jason was telling him, "Come on, let's go."
Strike 3. Back-to-back homers, though, to start it, giving the Cubs a little breathing room. They lead 4-1 after 6.
Tuesday before the Cubs take on the Giants, join David Kaplan and David DeJesus for a special edition of Field to Auto Cubs pregame live, presented by Miller Lite, on location from the Anthem in Wicker Park. Coverage starts at 8:30 right here on CSN.
Got William H. Macy, the fine actor, screenwriter, director, coming up with our 7th inning stretch. He directed a new comedy. Check it out. The Layover premieres in theaters September 1st. John Lester with a 4-1 lead. Daniel Murphy takes a strike. Single in the second, a strikeout in the fourth. He homered twice on Friday in the Nationals' 4-2 win. Bullet out toward the alley. There's a changeup from Lester. Left on left change. And it's a double for Murphy.
I don't see that very much from John, but a hitter with the skill set of Murphy, you tend to try something a little different from time to time, especially third time through the order. Try to give him a little different look.
Major League leading 35th double for Murphy. Led the National League with 47 last year. Anthony Rendon. Outside for ball one. John Lester making his 88th start as a Chicago Cub. 38 wins, 23 losses.
Sneak that one in over the back door there. And Rendon very disciplined, wouldn't chase. Carapazza wasn't buying it, so now he's going to make a big pitch here on 2-0.
Strike on a curve, 2-1.
Yeah, most guys aren't going to sit curveball, 2 balls and no strikes. So if you can flip it in there, it's a good way to get back into the count.
Deep to left and off the top of the wall, just beneath the basket. Back-to-back doubles to start the inning, and Chris Bryant just threw one in the right, so Rendon will advance to third. Double and an error, and it's a 4-2 ball game. Ill-advised throw to second as Rendon was easily going to make it.
Yeah, and Kyle comes up throwing towards third base initially, maybe thinking that Murphy had hesitated. Ideally, the play would have been into second base anyway. I don't know that they would have been able to prevent Rendon from getting his double.
So the tying run is at the plate with nobody out. Infield back. And Wieters takes ball one.
John with 7 strikeouts this afternoon, none since the 4th inning, however.
You know, if Matt Wieters owned a Major League Baseball team, their uniform might look exactly like the one he's wearing today.
Yeah,
got a W on it.
Oh, okay.
If I had a team, I'd probably put K on it or something, you know.
I wasn't sure where you were headed there. I thought you were going to on a deep dive. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Did Tyler Houston ever play for the Astros? He should have.
Should have, but I don't believe he did.
And how cool would it have been to see Houston on the front and the back? Just foul. 2 good plays down there by the ball boy. We had a couple good ones over in right yesterday.
Yeah, and a good weekend. A fist bump. Got the 2-man bobsled working again. I'd love to get the punch out here. Cutter down and in.
Mike Montgomery is up. On Tuesday, Montgomery picked up a 3-inning save and a 16-4 win. Three and 2. Wieters really making Lester work. his outing. Trying to get a big out. Cutter in. Jay on the move, and he's got it. What a catch. Rendon will tag and score, but Wieters should be standing at second base as the tying run. Instead, he's out on a sac fly as John Jay ran it down 4-3.
Yeah, what a play by Jay. Great angle. He knows he's running out of room. He knows there's a brick wall waiting for him, but he does not shy away. Stretches out, makes the catch. And instead of 4-3 man on second base, it's 4-3 bases empty.
Defoe triple, a single, and a run. And he held 1 ball, no strikes. Adrian Sanchez, an infielder, will pinch hit. He's on deck. Miss 2-2. Cubs hit back-to-back homers to start the bottom of the 6th. The Nationals have answered right back to make it a 1-run game again.
Yeah, this is the 7th game between these two teams this year. There've been a lot of well-played, tight games, a lot of drama late. Nationals had the tying run at the plate yesterday, and it was Bryce Harper with Wade Davis on the mound when they finally finished him off. Defoe doesn't give you much of a strike zone to look at, does he?
In the air, shallow center, so Jay coming in this time. That's the second out. And here's Adrian Sanchez. He played in 914 minor league games before his first big league chance, brought up on June 30th. In the Nationals game notes, it says, quote, he has ascended steadily through Washington's system in the last 10 seasons. I'm going to say the ascension was rather slow, unless they have 10 levels. But he's here now.
Yeah, he's spent 4 years at rookie ball. The youngster, when he signed, he's only 26.
And Kinsler up in the Nationals bullpen. And fouled upstairs. Undoubtedly be the last inning for John. Doing 110 pitches on the day. There's 109. Foul ground. Contreras over. No play.
Well, good play by that guy. You don't get to count it as an out. Sanchez was batting .259 at AAA Syracuse. 4 home runs. Never hit for any power throughout his minor league career.
Payoff pitch. We'll try it again. Tagged into center. So we'll see what Joe decides to do here. Got a left-handed batter coming up. Good one. You've got a lefty on the mound, a lefty in the pen, and that appears to be it.
Good job by John Lester today against this very talented Nationals lineup in position to pick up the W. He's going to need a little help from the boys in the pen.
We'll let the crowd take you to break.
Baseball 2017 returns with fast-paced pick-up-and-play MLB action. Packed with all your favorite MLB teams, players, ballparks, and much more. Get RBI Baseball today for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and mobile devices. Learn more at rbigame.com.
Weber's sauces and seasonings call to the pen. Here's Mike Montgomery. He's done both, started and relieved, and he's got 3 saves of at least 3 innings this year. That will not be necessary today.
Worked hard last time, as Len mentioned, with that 3-inning save through 50-some pitches, so needed a couple of days to recover. This is his first appearance since that outing. That base hit by Sanchez would, I guess, make the second run earned in the inning. So I think part of that would have been unearned.
Oh, that gets by, and now tying run is in scoring position. Gonna be a pass ball.
Yeah, Wilson a little late to react, and it's funny, you know, with all the cutters from Lester, you get used to seeing a pitch moving one way, you know, consistently, and all of a sudden a two-seamer shoots the other way on you. present a little bit of a challenge, I guess.
Yikes. And in the dirt. 2-0 on Brian Goodwin.
So he allowed a base with the pass ball and then just saved one there. That spiked fastball from Montgomery.
Some more action in the bullpen here, it looks like. Remember, Chris Bosio's on the phone. That's what it usually means. Hayward, a little bit of a late break, but he's got it on the move, and that'll end it. 4-3 ball game. Mazda's 7th inning stretch with William H. Macy.
Today's guest conductor for Take Me Out to the Ball Game, actor and director William H. Macy.
You ready, Gary? Come on, Cubs fans, help me out. 1, 2, 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never come back, for it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, 'cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. I love you, Chicago.
Underway here in the Cubs 7th. 1 strike on John Jay. Brandon Kinsler, the new pitcher. That one lays just foul to left. Good try. William H. Macy, man. What a nice guy. He's incredibly talented. He's been in so many great things. Fargo, Pleasantville. Shameless.
Academy Award nomination for Fargo.
Chatting with him briefly off the air. The Cooler is a real underrated William Macy movie. works at a casino in Las Vegas. Every time he walks up to a table, everybody loses.
Yeah, I think I've seen parts of that one. I haven't seen the entire film.
Well, a one-run ball game late.
Big reason why it's a one-run game. The catch by John Jay. Could be a tie ball game if not for that play.
This one could drop, and it won't. Goodwin lays out and robs John Jay. That's a great catch.
Yeah, initially it looked like it was going to hang up, and then it started to sink, and he had to close in a hurry and just barely got there in time. And we take a look at the John Jay catch.
Efficiency of about 96%. This game will giveth and it will taketh away. I don't know about you. I wouldn't mind a couple more runs here.
Yeah, a couple more would be good, and that's something you could count on doing. Earlier in the year against the Nationals bullpen, they really struggled. But it's a new look out there, and this guy's a big part of it, Brandon Kinsler. This is his third appearance with the Nationals. .28 saves and 32 tries for the Twins prior to being dealt here.
Two count on Bryant. Here's the pitch. Broken bat, soft liner that's caught by Kendrick. Two outs. Here's Rizzo. Tough day. Thought he had a bunt single, but Rendon made a great play in the first, and he's hit into two double play balls since. Brewers lost today at Tampa Bay. Pirates are tied with the Padres in the 10th, 4-4. Cardinals blasted the Reds 13-4. That's a final. Right now, Milwaukee a game back of the Cubs. Cardinals are 4 out. Pirates 5.5, depending on their finish. Two.
Yeah, Kinsler has very good movement on his two-seam fastball, and he works both sides of the plate with it. He saw the first one drifting off the outside corner, and then he throws that one in towards the hip of the left-handed hitter and lets it run back to the corner. Get you thinking in there, and then it'll go right back outside. Left-handed batters hitting just 188 against him.
Well, with these trades, they turned a big-time question mark into potentially a big strength at the end of the ballgame.
Yeah, you have to like the look of their bullpen now. Adding this guy, Sean Doolittle, Ryan Madsen. Stuff looked filthy the other day, and the kid Solis, who pitched yesterday, the lefty, was throwing really well.
Two on Rizzo. Pitch. And a foul. Let's see, Blake Trinan has made 11 appearances and has been terrific with the A's. He's got a very good arm, Blake Trinan. Ball foul.
There's a strong psychological component to relief pitching, especially high leverage, late inning stuff. And sometimes I think it's a good idea just to change the scenery. Trinan's got a big arm, and when you trade him away, you probably know you're trading away a good one. He's going to go on and have a good career, but giving the pieces they got in return, I think it's a very smart move.
With that tough day I talked about, but really good at bat here. Results in a single, and that brings up Contreras. Left center. Ooh, the basket catch with his back to home plate. Defoe with a nice play. So it's a one-run ball game late. We go to the 8th, 4-3 Cubs.
at eclicklending.com. eClick is located right here in Chicagoland and rated A+ by the Better Business Bureau. eClick Lending. Your mortgage just happened.
I'm told we'll have the Boom with us at least part of this road trip coming up in Phoenix. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's good to have the Boom on the road. But the Boom is not going to San Francisco.
Well, we'll have Frank Leone with us in Phoenix. I think it's more important we have him than the Boom, but the Boom usually comes with Frank. So. That would be a good shirt for you, JD.
Yeah, that's solid. Solid look.
Out at the pool at a hotel on the off day in Phoenix. Perfect.
I was thinking in the hotel dining room having breakfast.
Kendrick, Harper, Zimmerman against Mike Montgomery, who got the final out of the 7th. Relief of John Lester. Oh, 2 to Kendrick.
Montgomery got valuable experience last year, especially in the postseason. A lot of high leverage work for him in the postseason.
Swing and a miss, strike 3 and a changeup.
Beauty. Circle change, the pronation. Kendrick sees fastball out in front.
Harper 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Past Montgomery and an infield hit for Harper.
Do or die play there for Happy. Had a long way to go, and even if fielded cleanly, probably doesn't get Harper. So maybe a good thing he didn't field it cleanly, because he might have flipped it past Rizzo and given Harper an extra base.
Here comes Joe. He wants a right-hander against Zimmerman. So I'm guessing it'll be Carl Edwards Jr. Tying run on base, 1 out, 8th inning. We'll be right back. The Bryce Harper bat tap. Plate, dirt. Got to see it in slow motion to see that he actually taps his foot as he gets ready to hit.
Finishes with the toe.
Carl Edwards Jr. against Ryan Zimmerman with Harper at first and 1 out.
So you get the advantage with the right-handed hitting Zimmerman coming up there. The downside, of course, is if Harper's thinking about stealing a base, obviously a little easier to do that off the righty than the lefty. Carl's been a little wobbly with his command of late. Allowed runs in each of his last 2 appearances.
So much run on that four-seamer. Cuts, which is why he doesn't give up many hits. Misses bats. Sometimes has a hard time finding the zone.
Against the Nationals on Friday, he allowed 2 hits and a run. Walked a man. In the finale of the Diamondback series, he came in, faced 2, walked them both. They both came around to score.
Not much of a lead by Harper. Hands on his knees. And the pitch. 2-1. Deep center. Jay back, and he can't get it. Harper on his way to third. He'll be held there. And it's a double for Zimmerman. Second and third with 1 out. Curious to see what kind of look Harper had at that ball and how far he went. Jay did a good job to get it back in quickly.
Yeah, spits out of the ivy there, so obviously he's got to play it there. You see Harper's read on it. He made a fairly early determination. He was in go mode, then hesitates just a bit to make sure the ball is not going to be caught.
So they intentionally walked Murphy. So they get to Rendon. That's how good this lineup is. Go with the platoon advantage where you can, and a chance here on a ground ball to get out of this inning.
Yeah, and it's not much, but there's a little more strikeout in Rendon's game than Murphy's. And Edwards being a strikeout pitcher, let's get some ground balls with that curveball too. So chance to get a double play here and get out of this mess. But this is high stakes poker here. Bases loaded with Rendon up.
Oh, we hit him and we're tied. Bases loaded, hit by pitch.
Yeah, what a lousy way to see the lead go away.
A 4-4 tie and the base is still loaded.
And Joe sending Contreras out to talk with Edwards to buy a little time for the bullpen, or maybe sometimes I think managers are just buying a little time for themselves too to make up their mind what they want to do. And Bob's checking in with the bullpen.
So now you're just trying to keep this game where it is, as the Nationals have a golden opportunity to take the lead. Three on, 1 out, and a run in. Run charged to Montgomery. A fly ball pretty well hit. Jay is back. Still drifting. It is gone. That is a grand slam for Matt Wieters. game-turning swing.
Wow, unbelievable turn of events here in the top half of the 8th. With Edwards out there, we talked about his struggles of late, but it's usually command issues and maybe walks, but rarely does he give up hard contact like this, and that's just a hanger. Without a lot of conviction after hitting Rendon with one that looked a little sloppy as well.
Ford home run replay, 3rd career grand slam for Matt Wieters. And all of a sudden it's an 8-4 ball game. First time the Nationals have led today. One and two to Defoe. Adam Lind on deck. He struck him out.
And Carl, with his last couple of outings, had seen his ERA climb above 3 for the first time all year. Take a big jump after this one. See him out there shaking his head in disbelief.
Lind has had a good year overall. Terrific off the bench. He's got 3 pinch hit home runs. Two and one. This huge crowd pretty stunned. Very quiet all of a sudden here in the 8th.
1 run charge to Montgomery, 4 to Edwards so far. John Lester with a no decision.
Ground ball to the second baseman, Happ. A 5-run 8th. Bases loaded hit by pitch, and then a grand slam, and it's 8-4 Washington.
Now for our hefty home run. How about Wilson Contreras? The tear he has been on. That was a changeup. Just knocked it out there on the wavelength, and then why not one more time? And back to back they go as Kyle Schwarber chips in with his 18th. It was 20 and 21 for Contreras. So here comes Ryan Madson. We talked about him a little bit ago. Veteran right-hander. 47th appearance on the year. Oakland and Washington, 3-4 with a 179. Big strikeout numbers. Hasn't walked many. Saw him reach 98 miles an hour here the other day with real good movement. He's always had an outstanding change. He's got a very sharp curveball as well. Rare that these late inning relievers would use 3 pitches, but he does.
1-2 on Schwarber, who homered in the 6th. Behind the Contreras blast that at the time made it what appeared to be a comfortable 3-run lead for the Cubs. They're now down by 4. High fly ball left field. Easy play, Kendrick. And he's got it.
Cubs bullpen has been pretty darn dependable all year long. Second best bullpen ERA in the league behind the Dodgers. But they have shown signs of late of leaking a little oil. Madson has pitched 6 times since joining the Nationals. He's not allowed to run.
One to Happ. Oh, 2. From the stretch, a pitch outside. And he got him. A 98 elevated. Hayward's got a couple of hits today and 3 tries. Still playing in Pittsburgh, 11th inning. Padres batting, it's 4-4. Cardinal win today. It was Adam Wainwright in his return from the disabled list. Base hit. Hayward's 3rd of the afternoon, and he'll end up at 2nd with a double. And that is his 1,000th major league hit. Cubs will ask for the ball.
Three-hit day for Hayward. It was a hustle double last time under the glove of Daniel Murphy at second base. This time he just drives this line drive to left. And it'll chase all the way to the wall. Congratulations, Jason Hayward.
his hand from the crowd here at Wrigley for the milestone hit. Now Baez. RBI single and 2 intentional walks. Wainwright today only went 3 innings, so he could not qualify for the win. He had missed 12 days with back stiffness. Cardinals put Kevin Segrist on the 10-day DL. Left forearm tendonitis. Can't quite figure out the Cardinals. '55 and '56. I guess we say that a lot about 500 teams,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, exactly right.
A lot of good and a lot of bad.
You got the Dodgers figured out. Pretty good feel about the Nationals. This is kind of a fun note. I was looking at the standing sheet earlier today. The Astros have a very nice year, are they not?
Great year.
They're 70 and 40. They're 30 games over 500. 636 winning percentage. If they were in the same division of the Dodgers, they would be 8 games out of first place.
Well, they used to be.
Yeah. Used to be a pretty good rivalry back in the day.
Just glad the Astros are not in the NL Central. Baez strikes out. Madsen gives up the 2-out double to Hayward, but that's it. It's 8-4 Nationals to the 9th.
Field, the Cubs suggest taking public transportation. They do offer a free bike check. That's located by the Addison Red Line station. For drivers, the Cubs provide free remote parking and shuttle service on night and weekend games. For information, visit the A to Z guide at Cubs.com. If you choose to sail your boat, you're going to have to moor it out there in the harbor. October preview. Well, a lot of star power on both these clubs. A lot of baseball yet to be played. Scherzer, the leading candidate for the Cy Young Award again this year. Arrieta won it in 2015. Harper's got an MVP. Chris Bryant won it last year. Here comes Koji for the 42nd time. .316 the ERA, 43 strikeouts against 10 walks in 37 innings. He's allowed 29 hits. 4 have left the ballpark.
Top of the order for Washington. Drive to right, and it is gone. It got out in a big time hurry for Goodwin. And it's 9-4. 2 in the 7th, 5 in the 8th, another here in the 9th.
And again, first pitch swinging as Wieters was on his grand slam. Goodwin picks on a fastball from Koji. It's his 12th Ford home run replay, and he got the head out in front of that one.
Nub to Uehara, and he'll flip to Rizzo for the out. One down. That brings up Harper, who started the big 8th inning rally with an infield hit.
Cubs had leads entering 54 ball games prior to today. Entering the 8th inning, they were 50-4 in those ball games. That probably doesn't rank among the best in baseball. It's been most teams, when they have a lead entering the 8th, hang on and ultimately win the game. But it just gives you an idea in general in the game how rare it is to let one get away.
Right. Good splitter to start this sequence. You ever seen Bryce Harper on a baseball field without the eye black?
No.
I don't think I have either.
No, and he's toned it down. Remember, he used to have a whole lot going on there. Now the signature move is the bat thing, as we showed, and the hair flip.
You just hope at some point he doesn't go on the DL with a broken toe on his right foot for an emphatic bat tap.
I tell you, the guy who can tell you how much your toe can tolerate is sitting back in the studio, David DeJesus. Remember, he had that thing when he'd come up to hit. He was always whacking his feet. I'm always worried about him. And I point out these things of Harper not to be the crusty old guy. I've got no issue with it. It's just kind of get a kick out of it.
Swing and a miss on the split.
If I had hair, I'd flip it too.
Flip it if you got it. A good T-shirt. Two outs, Zimmerman, ball one.
Yeah, big blow last inning. The 1-out double he hit off of Edwards, cut fastball up and away. That kind of plays to Zimmerman's strength. He's good elevated. He's good out away from him. It felt like a potential issue, that confrontation, and he delivered.
Swing and a miss. And the count now 2-2.
Well, barring a miraculous comeback by the Cubs here, they will fall to 29-26 at home. They have the identical record on the road.
Koji goes 1, 2, 3, but after Goodwin took him deep, so it's 9-4 Nationals as we go to the last of the ninth.
One and 0 and 8 out of 9 in save opportunities with a 3.81 ERA for the former A left-hander, who's very reliant on his fastball. Doesn't walk many, just 6 freebies issued in 28 and a third.
Albert Almora Jr. will start it. Pinch hitting for Koji. That is caught by Murphy. 1 away.
Five of the 8 saves that Doolittle has recorded this year have come with the Nationals. He's 5 for 5 in save opportunities since joining Washington.
Checking in on Twitter today. Jimmy McMillan and family watching from Columbus, Indiana. The pitch to Jay, swing and a miss. Jeff chimed in earlier. JD, you could be mayor of Jamestown. Talking about Murfreesboro and Casper, Wyoming. We got a bunch of tweets from Casper saying, please join us at some point. I'd love to go to Casper, Wyoming. Doolittle will pick it up and gets him. Last chance. Here's Chris Bryant. Outside for a ball. Before we forget, want to send out a big happy 8th birthday to Wrigley Endelman.
Wrigley, you say?
Yes.
Happy birthday, Wrigley.
Well, Milwaukee lost. So the Cubs will head to San Francisco in first. No doubt will be disappointed in not being able to hold this late lead.
The old bit, the SNL bit with Gilda Radner, Rosanna Dana. It's not one thing, it's another. And first half of the year, the rotation was kind of trying to find its way, and the starting pitching has been really good now for an extended period of time. Now the bullpen's starting to break down a little bit.
Broken bat roller to short. Defoe scoops. Got him at first, and the Nationals take 2 out of 3. So the Cubs finish this tough homestand 2-4, and back to the road 6 out west.
Yeah, I had a couple of games on this homestand that got away from them that they probably should have won, certainly could have won, but did not. So you cannot lament that. You just move forward, go out and try to take care of business against the Giants before heading into Phoenix to play the Diamondbacks. And as I mentioned earlier, Diamondbacks really good in their home ballpark. Giants, not so much.
Toast of the game is presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. Matt Wieters with the game-winning grand slam is the toast of the game. Benny's is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. So the Nationals win the season series 4-3. We'll see if we'll see them again in October. So for JD, for Kelly, our entire CSN crew here at Wrigley, Len Casper with your final. Nationals 9, Cubs 4. We're back with you on CSN Tuesday night from San Francisco. Pregame coverage starts at 8:30. Stay tuned. We have more to come. Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live is next.